talk a little bit today about what you're supposed to do on day one, since I kind of missed that. So the first thing we need to do is we need to talk about what it is that you need to start out the dye process. Rattan reed, you also need salt, and you need dye. Now I use Procyon fiber reactive dye, and there's a couple different places that you can get it. I'll note that in the notes at the end of the video. You also need a measuring spoon and something to stir it with. Okay, so I haul water, warm water, from the house, and because I'm outside, and there's no tap water here, so it does need to be warm, does not need to be boiling. And let's get going, and I'll show you how I make this work. So when I dye reed, I dye it in 4 pounds, and depending on the size of the reed that I am dyeing, this is, you know, kind of a small diameter reed, so I will try to put that in more of a cylinder container. If I was dyeing thicker than this, then I would keep it in these silver container things that I have. These are actually stainless steel. You don't have to have stainless steel, but it helps. If you decide, oh, I can use those blue enamel cannon jars. They're big. There's that pots for them. Yeah, that ain't gonna work for long. The salt eats through them. So, ask me how I know. So you need stainless steel. You need good pots for this, or you need plastic, and plastic works fine too. Plus, if you're using tubs, just so you can see, I'm kind of trying to layer. Can you see it? Probably not. I'm trying to layer the starts so that they're not all on top of each other. Does that make a difference? I don't know, but I do it anyways. Okay, so here's my 4th one. So I do 4 pounds of whatever it is in 1 dye bath. So you better like the color. Which brings me to the experiment for the day. So I gotta have another pot, once again, stainless steel. And I am gonna mix up my wahoo here. I'm gonna get some of my salt out of the way. Rocks. Okay, so pound of salt. 2 tablespoons of dye. This is something new, so we're going to give it a whirl and see how we like it. 1, 2. Should you have gloves on? It doesn't hurt. Should you have a mask on? Probably should. Do I do it? No, because I'm outside. I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but if I was gonna teach you the correct way, I'd say you should use both of them, but I don't. Alright, so I put like almost a 5-gallon bucket of warm water in here. I'm gonna stir this up. So it's 2 tablespoons of dye to 1 pound of salt. That's your first day. Okay? And then we're going to pour that on the dye, or on the reed, sorry. Looks like it's going to be a wonderful mulberry color. Okay. And, you know, and the thing is that these dyes are made for fiber, not for rattan reed. So you never know quite how it's going to work until you play with it. So I want to make sure that all my reed stays down. So I'll layer it with a couple pieces of, let's just leftover 2x4s and put a rock on it. And then I let it sit all night. Now, The snow finally went away. Yay. And it's a nice day today. But it's still frosting at night. Now, and this is predominantly why I do all my dyeing in the warmer weather. The warmer it is, the more, if it's warm and it's warmer for longer, it permeates the reed better. So, it's always better to do it in warm weather, or if you have an actual dye shed that's heated inside, that's a good thing too. But I don't have that. So, we're going to let this sit. I'm going to do my others. When I dye reed, I'm doing about 4 dye pots a day without losing my mind. So I'll go ahead and do these other 3. I'll let them sit for tonight. And then if you looked at the day 2, it's a good day to dye, you'll see what I do next. And that would be pour off the dye, heat it up, put some soda ash in it to fix it, and then let it sit another night. Okay. And I'll also put a link below to a blog page that says it's a good day to dye, tells you exactly how I do it and in what order and in what increments. So if you don't quite get it through a video, you can go look at the blog. So okay, so that's day 1 and day 2. What happens on day 3? Well, if I pull it out and I've dried it and I've got some spots on it that didn't take well and it looks not professional, then I'll go back and I'll dye that again for a 3rd time in the same dye bath that I would on day 1. And then it's usually a pretty good color. If it's not, I'm not going to dye it again, just because that's a lot of salt. And the more salt and the more heat you put into it, the more brittle it's going to get. So, that is how to do day 1.